Good morning, Cubs Nation, and we are back with another edition of Cubs Daily. My name is Steven Ryan. The Cubs dropped the series finale 6-1 yesterday against the Boston Red Sox, but it was a good game until the later innings. The Cubs held a 1-0 lead until the 7th, and that is when the bullpen came in. Ryan Presley gave up the go-ahead two-run homer. And then the wheels fell off in the 8th inning. Wilyer Abreu with another home run. He hit two of them yesterday. Alex Bregman put the nail in the proverbial coffin with the 3-run shot. But there were still positives to take away from the game yesterday. So we'll get into all that. We're going to preview the Royals, who we match up against starting tonight at Wrigley Field. But before we get into all that, I just want to give everyone a big time shout out. All of you who hop into the channel, who have viewed the videos, who have shared your comments. And again, if you like the video, I appreciate you. If you subscribe to the video, I appreciate you as well. And again, just taking time out of your day to watch the video is much, much appreciated. So let's keep that energy going. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you smash the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel for more. We are ramping up with the trade deadline, so lots and lots of rumors will be coming up. We are going to talk about one of the guys that the Cubs are rumored to potentially trade for today. We will be facing him in this series. But before we get into that, the Cubs do drop that finale 6-1. They still win the series, which was a good thing to see. The Cubs just keep chipping away, series win. And the Milwaukee Brewers I don't think they'll ever lose again. They're absolutely playing unconscious baseball. It's a sort of anomaly how they are doing it. Their pitching is absolutely amazing. Obviously, Freddie Peralta, Mizorowski, and Brandon Woodruff, who just came back from injury, have been awesome. But either way, the Cubs get another chance to get back in the winners column. We are tied for the Central. Lots of baseball to be played coming up here, so hopefully we can take care of business against the Royals, who are on the line of, are we sellers or are we buyers? And I don't think that necessarily the Royals are going to be buyers in the sense, but they just got to know if it's worth making that push for the playoffs or not. That additional wild card team has really, really opened the doors for a lot of teams that maybe 10 years ago would have been sellers at this point, knowing that they are well out of the division race and well out of those first wild card spots. So, again, the Cubs do drop the series finale. It didn't look pretty, but I can't complain, right? The Cubs had plenty of opportunities with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't get it done. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, that is baseball sometimes. You're not going to get the clutch hit every single time. You're not going to drive in every single run that is presented to you. And so it just did not happen yesterday. I don't want us to fall in love with the fact that we think the Cubs are just a long ball team. This team has done it in a myriad of ways all season long. Sometimes it's the sac fly. Sometimes it's single by single. And then, yes, sometimes it is the long ball as well. That depth and differential will provide great bounds in the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. I think that will help this team tremendously. Now, we do know this team does need to upgrade at certain positions, such as starting pitcher, and I personally would not mind another bullpen arm, but you have to also really, really enjoy the development of Cade Horton, right? Kid Cade did a very, very good job yesterday, and he went against one of the league's best in Garrett Crochet. I wasn't surprised if the Cubs were to lose that game. And it wasn't because of Kid Cade. He went 5 2/3 inning. He didn't allow a run. He only allowed 2 hits. He did walk a few batters. He didn't get a couple things to go his way. But you know what? That's Major League Baseball. And, obviously that's life. But we all know the parallels between the baseball and life in that sense. But he battled through it. He got the job done. And, if it wasn't for that little mishap in the 6th inning, he might have got out of that 6th inning as well. But Thielbar did his job in that sense and shut the door down on the Red Sox. But, yeah, 1 run's just not really going to cut it in the sense. And, 1 run might do it if you had a frontline ace starter, like a Tariq Skubal, like a Paul Skeens. And even then, they don't win every single game that the team only scores just 1 run. You need multiple runs. But the offense didn't do its job yesterday. That's okay. The bullpen, which has really, really improved since the middle of May, couldn't hold it. Again, just chalk it up to another day in July. This team is fine. I'm not too worried. Yes, the Brewers are tied with us. But again, if you remember the Athletics of the movie Moneyball in the early 2000s, they won over 20 in a row. It didn't really pan out for them. The Indians, a few years back, won over 20 in a row. It did not pan out for them. You don't want to peak too early in this game, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to play your best in July. You want to play your best towards September and October. And I personally don't think this Cubs team has played its best. So again, curious to see what we do at the deadline here. What moves will we make to help improve this team? And let's keep it rolling. So yeah, potential trade target. We are going to be facing him here in this series. He will be going Wednesday. The Cubs are facing a gentleman by the name of Cameron today. And we will be starting, I believe, Ryan Brazier. It's going to be a bullpen game for the Chicago Cubs. Again, as the injuries continue to pile up for this pitching staff, Craig Counsell's going to have to get creative to get us through these innings. I think Cade has done more than enough for what a rookie is expected of him. Obviously, Matthew Boyd is an all-star, and obviously Shota is top tier on that front. We need Tyone to get healthy. Colin Ray has done a fantastic job as well. You can't forget him. But again, this is the kind of guy, Seth Lugo, that could really, really help the Cubs, right? I imagine he wouldn't cost all too much. He has a 2.94 ERA. His whip is just a hair above 1. He's done a really, really good job for the Royals. He's a little bit older. I believe he's 35 years old. He's got a lot of major league experience. I like his game. So, again, I do imagine that if the Cubs could go get a guy like Seth Lugo, he wouldn't cost a lot in terms of prospects. And again, he's not really helping the Royals do anything, but maybe he could come on this Cubs pitching staff and help supplement us towards that NL Central crown, because that's what we need. We need some more depth at starting pitching. Javier Assad is scheduled to make a, minor league rehab start here soon. Miguel Amaya is starting to take some rehab swings or live BP swings, which is all exciting to see. But again, we all know that, coming back from injury is not that easy. It's not like, oh yeah, you're fine, just go start playing. It takes a little progression, right? Even Shota's first start back wasn't the prettiest thing on earth. It got the job done, but it wasn't the prettiest thing on earth. So again, Seth Lugo, a very intriguing trade piece. It's not definite, but it's someone to keep an eye out, and we're going to get firsthand experience against him in this series against the Royals. So, this is a big series for the Cubs. As we all know, we're tied for the NL Central lead with the Milwaukee Brewers, who, again, it just seems like they'll never lose. They've won 10 in a row, but I think all water will find its level, and that could start today with the Cubs bouncing back in a nice way against the Royals. It's going to be a bullpen game. No reason we can't get back off the schneid and get back on the winning track. This team is very, very capable of it, and I imagine they're going to take care of business tonight. We also have our loss stopper going tomorrow, Matthew Boyd, a.k.a. our all-star pitcher as well. He can come in here and help clinch another series for this Cubs. It's about stacking those series wins, right? That's how I feel. This Cubs team's really, really good. Obviously, the Milwaukee Brewers are playing really, really well, and they're a really good team too. It's going to be an absolute battle here for the NL Central. We also have 8 games left against them. We have 3 here at the end of July, and then we have 5 in the middle of August, which, again, it gives me those 2003 vibes. Remember when we had those 5-game set against the Cardinals? And that kind of determined the division in 2003. We took 4 or 5 from the Cardinals, and we never really heard from them again, and that was in August. So kind of giving me those vibes of 2003. Hopefully not the same ending as 2003, but either way, the Cubs and the Royals are going to do battle tonight at 7:05. Hope we can watch ourselves a good, fun ball game. Lots of good baseball to be played. Lots of fun baseball to be had left. Let's enjoy the season, ladies and gentlemen. And again, if you haven't liked the video yet, make sure you guys like the video. If you're enjoying the content, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate every single one of you. And sound off down below your thoughts on Seth Lugo. Again, potential trade partner. I like him because he's probably going to be cheaper in terms of prospects. But again, what are your guys and gals' thoughts? I would love to hear them. So that's going to do it for Cubs Daily. Again, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.